lucky and unlucky in the same time, that unfortunately we know too much about wars today. And I'm telling you, the wars of today are not less heroic and holy than the wars of before. The people, knowing or not knowing, they fight the wars of Hashem in the spirit of David HaMelech. In Perek Yudchet, we start to read about the beginning of a transition with all the tragedy side effects. ויהי ככלותו לדבר אל שאול. By the way, he did not speak too much to Shaul. He just said, Shaul asked him, what did you do? Who are you? And he say, אני דוד בן ישי עבדך בית הלחמי. That's it. He did not speak to him too much. Or maybe the Tanakh is not telling us exactly what he said to him, but it seems like in a very modest way, he just told him, you know, I'm David, I'm the son of Yishai. As I said before, even Avner, who was appointed to find out about David, did not say a word to David, to Shaul. Why? He was nervous too. He understood something is happening in front of me now. This is a shift of history. And he was afraid to tell it to Shaul. He knew that Shaul will sense it, will get it, and therefore he leaves David to deal with the problem. You tell him who you are. And you can imagine, around Shaul is a king. Shaul is maybe a little bit embarrassed. He had to do the fight. Remember that now everyone is running after the Plishtim. Shaul stayed there. As I told you, his head is already started to ponder, who is this guy? What? Well, this is not good. And Yonatan stayed with him because Yonatan was Gibor Chayil, and he stayed with him. Avner stayed with him. I would say all the generals, like the high ranks, were with Shaul. And Yonatan hear how David is talking. And he understands right away, he sense. This is a real deal. This is a mensch. This is an unusual person. So many people will come after Goliath and they will say, I killed Goliath. Nothing. Ani David. He doesn't say, I'm David the Gibor. Wow, what do you mean? Don't you know who I am? I just talked to you before I took your madim. And modesty. He knows I'm a simple person. I just did my job. I just fought the fights of Hashem. And he is a king. I treat him in a certain way, and Yonatan is so touched by it. ויהי ככלותו לדבר אל שאול, ונפש יונתן נקשרה בנפש דוד, ויאהבהו יונתן כנפשו. No guilt, although supposed to be some guilt. Yonatan was the one who fought and won the Plishtim before. Now he did not do anything. You know, if you read Perek Yudbet, and we mentioned it a few times, it was Yonatan Venaro and another young man who, both of them, fought the Plishtim and won. Now he was paralyzed. He did not do anything. And he feels that David is a special person. He loves him. This is a man that he was waiting to hear his words, this inspiration, this elevation. And he loves him. Vayikacheu Shaul, which is very strange, but you can already see, think about the picture. If I would tell you, you wouldn't read the Bible, and I would tell you, and David came from killing the Plishtim, and Shaul greet him and say, Baruch bni ata LaHashem. You won the war. You are such a great person. Thanks Hashem who gave the greatest enemy in your hand. You know what he asked him? Who are you? You don't greet a hero who saved the nation in this way. You can already see that something is going on in Shaul's heart. This is not the time, a merry time for him. This is a time of concern. Because otherwise, I'm telling you, you would run to David and say, thank you so much, Baruch atah LaHashem, please sit next to me. first question he has to ask him, who are you? Well, wait with this question. Just tell him how thankful you are. Nothing. Shaul already started. Something is happening inside. Yonatan doesn't care. He's a great man too. And according to Yonatan, maybe he believed that after his father, he's the next in line. But it was apparently so compelling. The win of David was such an event that you knew right away. If you don't have a personal agenda as Shaul, that this person is like a unique one. It's someone that you don't see too often. ויקחהו שאול ביום ההוא, ולא נתנו לשוב בית אביו. So Shaul now wants him next to him. I believe, as I say, you keep your friends close, and your enemies or possible enemies closer. It's better to control him here. I can find all kind of ways. When he is close to me, I will find a way maybe how to deal with this problem. Very smart, and we are going to see that that's exactly what the plan. So we have a picture of Shaul, we have a picture of Yonatan. ויתפשט יונתן את המעיל אשר עליו, ויתנהו לדוד, ומדיו, his uniform, garments, ועד חרבו, his sword, his bow, חגורו, griddle. What does that mean? As I said, it's not just saying, you know what, I see that instead of going to the tailor, I'll give you my old jacket. You know what Yonatan understood? He's the next king. My bgadim, I don't deserve to wear this bgadim of milchama. This is a man. And it's a greatness of Yonatan to understand it, because very, very few, because he was also a true tzaddik and true leader. He saw right away, he's going to be the next king. This is the material, this is a dough that leaders are made of. And pshitat abgadim, as I said in the previous time, is much more than just giving your shirt or your chagor or your griddle to another person. When Aaron dies, ויפשוט את בגדיו, you take off his בגדים and give it to Elazar. The picture where Shaul is giving the bgadim to David is much more than just trying to protect him in the war. There is something going on here. You, unknowingly at the time, give him your bgadim, this is his bgadim. And therefore, by the way, the idea of bgadim is very prominent in Sefer Bereshit, for example. Think about Yosef. How the history of Yosef starts. Why the brothers envy him? The bgadim, kutonet pasim. It was something distinguished that apparently Yaakov showed them. This is a special person. They couldn't take it. What are they doing when they come to Mitzrayim? They take everything from him. They throw him to Beit HaSohar. Where does he come to his greatness? He leaves his coat by the lady of the house. It's not just the coat. The coat shows the transition from one role to another. When he comes from the ball, what Yosef is doing, Vayachlef, Vaygalach, Vayachlef Simlotav. It starts, he became a new person. The bgadim is not only the bgadim, it's something new in your personality. When Paro crowns him, what he's doing, he give him the mitznefet, he give him the mitznefet on the head, glima, revit zahav. It's all the bgadim. The bgadim showing status. I don't know, today they say that it's more casual, I don't know. But bgadim is the way you exercise or recognize your status. And by giving them the bgadim, don't look at it as like giving him the bgadim. It's a change. You are the person who deserve to wear this bgadim. And we will stop at this point today. And next time we are going to see the tragedy of this parak where the jealousy of Shaul is awakened and the terrible results of it. Thank you very, very much for tonight.
Thank you.
I'll see you B'ezrat Hashem next week.